saying something that might be a little bit controversial, particularly for some of you that have been in the industry for quite a number of years. But I'm going to put it on the table straight away, and feel free to disagree with me if you want to. But the thing I want to say straight away is I believe that your clients need a lot more help and support in their moving journey than they perhaps led on, and certainly more than you think that they do. And one of the things that I see time and time again in the industry, which is exactly why we decided to start doing these webinars each and every week, is that there is a general assumption from particularly estate agents and solicitors, and I'm saying this with a whole lot of love to my kindred brothers and sisters in the industry who I've worked alongside for many years. But there is this assumption that any buyer and seller will know sort of as much as they do about moving house, and the reality is that sadly not true. It's not even close. And if you think that 40% of first-time buyers won't even enter the market because they're scared of making a mistake or costing themselves a lot of money financially, or if you also consider that it's probably been 5, 7, 10, 15, 20 plus years since somebody last moved house, a lot of things have changed. There's a lot of things that are very different perhaps from the last time when they moved house, and they need help and support in navigating that journey. And I know that a lot of agents and solicitors out there do a very good job of hand-holding their client through the process. But what I'm going to advocate for you guys to really consider is actually getting on board with a content marketing, or personal branding exercise for you and your business. And this works really, really well for individuals who work for these practices, because you can start to build yourself up as a personal brand and a personal profile, which you can take with you wherever you go if you decide to change positions in the future. But it also works really, really well to build up that knowledge bank and database for a particular firm. And why do I suggest that you do this? Well, if you think about most customer journeys for a solicitor or an estate agent, those customer journeys are very, very short. And if you've read Estate Agent Secrets, you will know the trilogy there. I talk about the customer journey. And again, for solicitors and estate agents, the customer journey tends to be very, very short, even shorter for solicitors. They tend to get a phone call that says, how much you charge for conveyancing? And then, somebody at the office goes, well, what's the size of the property? And, where are you moving to? Blah, blah, blah. And by spending 2 or 3 minutes on the phone, they've given them a price and then lost the opportunity potentially to sell them into why they need to spend a little bit more to get a premium level service with that particular solicitor. And the same is true with estate agents. Their customer journey tends to be the free valuation. And that will involve you going to the property, talking to them, maybe having a conversation around the value, the marketing price, the cost of doing this exercise with an estate agent. And then you follow that up in writing, and maybe you pick up the phone and speak to them a couple of times before they actually make the decision to put the house up for sale. And I think personally, those customer journeys are very, very short. Particularly with the sums of money that we're talking about, because we're selling, thousands of pounds worth of services here, guys. And the reality is, I feel, and the reason why I think we're gaining a lot of popularity with these videos that we're doing, and I'm not saying this to blow our own trumpet, please don't get me wrong. That's not why I'm saying this at all, but I'm trying to encourage you guys to pick this up and take it seriously as a real valid string to your bow in terms of your marketing outreach. And it serves a couple of benefits. First and foremost, you are demonstrating your knowledge as an expert in your field and in your particular area. And by demonstrating that knowledge, you are in effect giving people more confidence in who you are as a person, and that you actually have the knowledge to handhold them through this journey. And if you also think about it, if you're doing video or audio, people will start to build a relationship in their minds about who you are as a person, and that connection starts to grow. It's a bit like when you watch an actor and you like their movies and all the rest of it, and you see, wow, okay, you feel like you know that person, right? And it can be exactly the same when you start doing these videos and start putting content out online, is that you're not only demonstrating your expertise, but you're also starting to build, a relationship with these people. And naturally, you will be the first port of call when they decide that they want to, sell or buy a property. Okay, so it's a really important thing to embrace, is to start to put this content out there. And one of the things I'm going to encourage you to do, if you're struggling and you think, yeah, Silas, I'd love to do this, I'd love to put some content out there online, but I am struggling with thinking about what to do, or maybe I've started it in the past and I've given up because I didn't have enough content, or I didn't know what people would want to learn about. I'm going to encourage you to go back right to the very, very basics of moving home. Okay, what does it entail? What is the journey? How do you get over, or how would you convince a first-time buyer to get over all of those initial fears of taking that first step and getting into the market and deciding to buy their first home? And if you can go right back to basics and take on what is the number one fear that buyers and sellers have, which is fear of the unknown. Okay, if you can have that at the back of your mind and go, okay, so what questions would I be asking as a first-time buyer? What would I want to know that I have to do as part of the process towards buying a property? Okay, and if you start at that level, I believe, with a whole lot of love and respect, if you start to take that starting point, if you like, for a first-time buyer and talk them through the entire journey, even if you're talking about stuff that isn't your expertise. So, for example, removals, you might be a conveyancer and you want to talk about removals. Well, you can touch on removals as a subject, but then maybe get a subject matter expert in, like a removals expert, to talk about the practicalities of removals and what they need to know. Okay, so you're building that content, and then when a client contacts you, they're not just getting a price for a job that they perceive is all the same from different providers of the same service. What they're actually getting is a snapshot to your expertise, and more importantly, as I say, start to build that relationship with you online. So it's really, really crucial that you sort of take this on and embrace it, and as I say, go right back to very, very basics. And I'm going to encourage you to start doing that, and then getting your content across to different sites, whether that's you post the videos on YouTube. YouTube have made the process so simple to upload videos and content online. And the thing that I think stops a lot of people, just whilst we're on this subject, is the need to be perfect. Okay, particularly if you're in the legal profession and you kind of have that pressure, if you like, peer pressure, that the stuff that you're putting out online needs to be perfect. I can tell you categorically, as you've probably seen from some of the stuff that we put out every week, that these videos are not in any way, shape, or form perfect. But the point is, I like to think they're real and they're authentic, and we're doing this as a service to the wider community and people to help them on their moving journey. Okay, so as I say, YouTube have made this process incredibly simple to put stuff online, and you can get started for not a lot of money. Most people have a smartphone right now, so you can record some content and just start to get it out there and start to post it, and people will naturally be able to find you. I am going to suggest as well that you do get your content onto WiggyWam. We are seeing, interestingly, the people that join us and that start to share their content on our site are getting multiplied orders of magnitude more views and more engagement with their content than they are on their own individual sites. And that is because we've spent some time curating an audience that are welcoming the updates that we share with them every week, and that are going to the site and they are browsing and reading articles that are online, and they're watching videos that are online there as well. And I just think it's a great thing to see, because one of the most disheartening things that you can do is to put content out there online and not have any engagement, or not have any kind of interactions, or not have any views of it all. And that's why people give up. For us, we're fortunate that we have this platform that we can just start to post content on. And some of these videos, we started off with getting tens of views and that sort of thing, and then all of a sudden we're into the hundreds of views, and now recently getting videos into the thousands of views, which is fantastic, because it obviously means somebody's spending some time, hopefully more than one person is spending some time on these videos, watching them, consuming that content, and beginning to know, like, and trust us. And as a result, after 23 weeks of doing this, we're starting to reach that tipping point where more inbound inquiries are coming in to us as a result of that, which is fantastic. And as I say, I'm not saying this to blow our own trumpet or tell you how good we are. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm trying to give you guys encouragement to not only just start this thing and do some social media marketing, but actually to take it seriously and do it week in, week out, and commit to it. And the time and effort that's involved in doing these sorts of videos, I would probably say it's about 6 to 8 hours a week in order to curate the content and all the questions coming in, and then to organize them in some kind of a semblance of order, and then to prepare the presentation that we're doing here today, then edit it, and then upload that onto YouTube, do all the different covers for the videos and all the rest of it. All fairly simple stuff, but it's stuff that we've had to learn and we've evolved over the course of the last few weeks and months. And interestingly, we're starting to see much bigger engagement on platforms like TikTok and Facebook and Instagram, et cetera, and that continues to build, and it does through more and more consistency. So I know I'm not a lone voice in the industry and trying to encourage you all to take this on and really take it seriously and do it. I really believe that the people that do this and that take this on and are serious about it will be the winners over the course of the next 2 to 3 years. I do see the market getting tougher. I do see it getting harder to grab people's attention and to keep people's attention, more importantly. And as a consequence, the more content that you have out there online that is useful, and it's not just telling everybody how good you are, but it's useful content. It guides people through a process. It helps them achieve their goals. Those people are going to be the big winners over the course of the next couple of years. So we're here to help you guys. If there's something that you think we can do to help and support you, if you just want to get your stuff online with us, if you're writing blogs and you want to share those with us, or vlogs, or any kind of other content that you want to put up there, we'd be happy to give you a test run of it, and then see what engagement you get, see what feedback you're getting on it, and if you like it, obviously do more, which would be fantastic. So hope that helps, guys. Just wanted to kick that off and really sort of drive home the fact that your clients need a lot more help than you think they do. And I think it's important to embrace that as the market gets tougher, if you want to be one of the big winners over the course of the next couple of years. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure to be with you here again this week. Thank you so much indeed for your questions. As I said earlier on, if you want to submit your questions to us, there's various ways you can get in contact with us. The first is via email. You can send your questions in to us via our email address, which is happytohelp@wiggywam.co.uk. That's happytohelp@wiggywam.co.uk. You can also submit questions via our website, which is wiggywam.co.uk. That's wiggywam.co.uk. Set up your free profile on there. Join the amazing WiggyWam community. Get involved. There's all sorts of resources on there, videos that we've produced in terms of taking you through the journey of buying and selling a property, and a whole bunch of other really exciting resources on there. So get involved on the website. Make sure you sign up there. You can also submit questions via the Twitter account, which is at WiggyWam_UK. That's at WiggyWam_UK. And we'll be back same time next week doing this once again. Very much looking forward to seeing you all again. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to be of service to you. And if you haven't yet got your copy of Home Buyer Secrets, I'm going to encourage you to do that, because I think this spring market is going to be pretty intense in a lot of different ways, and you definitely need to know some of the insider secrets that we're sharing in this book. So go to homebuyersecrets.co.uk and grab yourself a copy of that book. You'll also get part of access to our full training video series, which will actually guide you through in greater detail than I can go into in the book, through the process of buying and selling a property, which will be fantastic. So if there's anything else that we can do to serve you guys, please do let us know. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you again, same time, same place next week, and have an amazing week. Lots of love, God bless, and see you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.